Some kinds of exhaustion cannot be seen. You smile, you answer messages, you continue your routine. From the outside, everything seems fine, but deep inside, something feels different. You're tired in a way that sleep can't fix. Your mind keeps racing, even at night. Your heart feels heavy for reasons you can't fully explain. And even the smallest tasks suddenly feel like mountains. Maybe you've been trying to stay strong for too long. Maybe you've been carrying everyone's expectations while quietly ignoring your own needs. Maybe you've become so used to saying, "I'm okay," that you've forgotten how to admit when you're not. Sometimes we don't even realize how exhausted we are because we've been surviving for so long. We keep moving, keep smiling, keep pretending, until one day our body begins to whisper, "Please slow down." And when we ignore the whisper, life often turns it into exhaustion. Sometimes life doesn't break us in one big moment. It slowly drains us. A little disappointment here, a little heartbreak there, a little more pressure every day, until one morning you wake up and realize you don't know how to keep going anymore. You miss the version of yourself that used to feel excited about life. You miss feeling light. You miss feeling like yourself. And if that's where you are right now, I want you to know something. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are not failing. You are simply tired. And there is a difference. We live in a world that tells us to keep going, work harder, be productive, stay busy, figure everything out. And if you stop, even for a moment, it feels like you're falling behind. So we keep pushing ourselves, even when we're exhausted, even when we're hurting, even when our hearts are quietly asking for rest. And when we finally can't keep up anymore, we blame ourselves. We think we're lazy, broken, not strong enough. But sometimes your soul isn't asking for another plan. It's asking for peace. Sometimes your soul isn't asking for another motivational speech. It's asking for permission to breathe. We often treat ourselves like machines, but we're not. We're human. We get tired. We get overwhelmed. We need moments of stillness. Even the strongest trees lose their leaves. Even the ocean becomes calm after a storm. Even the sun disappears every evening before rising again. Nature understands the importance of rest. Why don't we allow ourselves the same kindness? Why do we believe we must earn our right to rest? Maybe resting isn't something you need to deserve. Maybe it's something you need in order to continue. Because sometimes slowing down isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Some people think resting means quitting, but it doesn't. A pause is not the end of your story. It's simply a breath between chapters. It's where your heart catches up with everything you've been carrying. It's where your mind slowly untangles itself. It's where you finally hear your own thoughts again. There are seasons in life where growth looks like action, and there are seasons where growth looks like stillness. Not every season is meant for running. Some seasons are meant for healing, for reflecting, for rebuilding. Maybe right now isn't the time to push harder. Maybe right now is the time to sit quietly and ask yourself, what do I truly need? Maybe you need sleep. Maybe you need to cry. Maybe you need to step away from expectations for a while. Maybe you simply need one peaceful day where you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Because healing is also progress. Rest is also progress. And sometimes, doing nothing for a while is exactly what saves you. A seed spends a long time hidden beneath the soil before anyone sees it grow. But during that quiet season, something important is happening. Roots are forming. Strength is being built. Perhaps this pause in your life is not empty. Perhaps you're growing in ways that cannot yet be seen. There are things we simply cannot control. People leave, plans fail, dreams change, life surprises us. Sometimes we spend so much energy fighting reality that we forget to live. We replay the same thoughts. We ask the same questions. What if I had done this differently? What if things never get better? What if I lose everything? But some questions don't have answers, and some situations cannot be fixed immediately. At some point, peace begins when we gently say, I've done my best. I cannot carry this anymore. I release what I cannot control. This is not giving up. This is surrender. Not surrendering to defeat, but surrendering to the truth that we cannot control everything. There is freedom in letting go. There is peace in admitting that some things are simply beyond us. Because carrying every burden alone will only make you sink. Sometimes peace begins the moment you loosen your grip, the moment you stop trying to force life into your plans, and instead, you trust that not every unanswered question needs an answer today. Something beautiful happens in silence. At first, it feels uncomfortable. The quiet can feel lonely, but if you stay there long enough, you begin to hear yourself again. Little by little, your breathing becomes lighter, your thoughts become clearer. You begin remembering the things that once made you feel alive. You start noticing small joys again, a sunrise, a warm drink, a peaceful evening, a song that touches your heart. You start remembering who you are, not who people expect you to be, not who social media says you should become, not the version of yourself that is constantly performing, but the real you. And maybe the person you're becoming after this difficult season will be gentler, wiser, kinder, stronger, not because life became easier, but because you learned how to sit with your pain without letting it define you. You learned how to rest without feeling guilty. You learned how to trust yourself again. And one day, you'll look back at this difficult chapter and realize something beautiful. You weren't falling apart. You were slowly finding your way back to yourself. If life feels too heavy right now, don't force yourself to run. Sit down, breathe, rest. You don't have to solve everything today. You don't have to know every answer. Take your time. The stars don't rush to shine. The flowers don't rush to bloom. And you don't have to rush your healing either. Pause, rest, trust, because this chapter is not your ending. It's only a place to breathe before you begin again.